This is Go at Buffalo. I'm Doug Roxburgh, and on our program you see us do a lot of fun things, whether it's over at the Wild Play course or going ATVing. But unfortunately, some stories get passed along to us that are really heartwarming, and they touch our heart, and we have to take a moment to step back and realize what's important. That's why we're here at Father Mercure High School today, because we're going to raise money for one of the teachers that has fallen ill in Elizabeth Desereau. We're going to speak with some of the teachers a little later on to find out exactly what her illness and what her story is, because this one, it's heartbreaking. In the meantime, we're going to go with Craig Momney over to Shell Place as he has one of our final updates. Back at Father Mercure High School with the principal of the school, Natasha MacArthur Poole, and we're here for a very specific reason. Natasha, why are we here today?
The students at Father Merc have put together a fundraiser for one of their teachers, Elizabeth Desereau, who we just recently found out is battling a very rare form of lung cancer. And she holds such a dear place in our hearts, and because of the costs that are going to be involved in her fight for the treatment of her disease, it's going to be a very huge financial struggle for her family. And what's typical of Father Merc students is when they know that somebody is in need, they rally together, and this is one of many fundraisers that we will be holding at Father Merc to help raise some funds for Elizabeth.
It's unfortunate because cancer does touch us all in one form or another. We've all experienced it with a family member, a friend, a colleague, whatever the case may be. These students, they're putting their heart and soul out for this teacher.
They most definitely are. I guess what's been hard for our students is Elizabeth is very young. She's in her 20s. She's the picture of health otherwise, doesn't smoke, drinks occasionally, doesn't have any really bad habits, is athletic. So when we hear cancer in a person like that, it hits home for all of our students because they're young, they're healthy, and then they can really empathize with her. So it's had a really touching effect on our students.
Well, Natasha, thank you so much for joining here with us on Go. We're going to speak with another teacher a little later on, and hopefully get Elizabeth's story and what their perspective is on the whole situation too as well. We're going to go to another heartwarming tale right here on Go. Back at Father Mercure for the cake auction, where we're going to raise a lot of money for Elizabeth Desereau, who's fallen ill here at Father Mercure High School. With me is her best friend, and Natasha Milan, the foods teacher here at Father Mercure. And you see these cakes and you see how the students are responding. It's got to touch your heart because it is your best friend.
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. She knows that the kids are making all these cakes, and she's really excited for it. We've been sending her emails and pictures and everything, and she's blown away at the generosity and the community coming out for her. So,
how's her spirit doing? Because we know it's a terminal illness, and it's hard. It's something that has touched not only her friends and family, but her colleagues and the community around her. Her spirits have to be uplifted by gestures like this.
Oh, absolutely. She is one of the happiest people you'll ever meet on any given day. And when you talk to her, you'd never know that anything was going on. She cares so much about how other people feel about this, specifically the kids. So she loves them with all her heart, and this makes her see how much that the community loves her back. So. And
her students do love her as well. The news, when it first came out, it had to have been hard, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. The kids were shocked because she's young, she's been otherwise healthy, she's expecting her first child, so it was a huge shock, and people really feel for her because she is such a loving, wonderful person.
So these efforts here will go to help her hospital care and everything like that?
Absolutely. So they've had to move quickly to Ottawa to be with their medical team and with family for this process. So the costs for that were immense, and now she's looking at surgery options in the States, which run up to over $500,000 for a surgery that can't be done here in Canada. So everything makes a huge difference.
Well, we wish all the best for Elizabeth, for you and your efforts here at the school, with the teachers' efforts, the students' efforts. We wish all the best going forward. We're going to check in with our provincial weather forecast right here on Go. Thank you for joining us on this edition of Go. Obviously, it's been a heartwarming and touching story as Elizabeth Desereau, a teacher at Father Mercure, has fallen ill, and we're trying to raise as much money for her hospital care as possible because Well, cancer does touch us all, whether it's a family, friend, colleague, or even yourself. This is Go with Buffalo. I'm Doug Roxburgh, and we'll see you, well, when we see you.